I'm good.
Yep, I'm good.
Good now?
Yep.
All right, so my name's Andrew Murillo. I've been coaching volleyball for about 10 years now. This is my first year in Aurora. Just moved to the area, so I'm excited to be working with these ladies here.
I'm Casey Schuster. I'll be a senior this year, and I'm a setter.
I'm Lexi Jones. I'm going to be a senior as well, and I'm an outside.
So, Coach, obviously, first year coming to Aurora, what's the adjustment been like?
You know, I think the biggest adjustment has been getting to know what a strong program it has been in the past. I mean, I asked these girls, what's one way you could describe Aurora? And they said it's tradition. So honoring what they've built, and Coach Hickson built, and understanding it, and then building on top of that. I would say that's been the biggest adjustment. And, you know, these girls, they're adjusting to a new coach. And we got a new assistant coach as well, Rochelle Crummel, and we just bring new perspectives and ideas. So I think when there's change, I mean, there's always a little bit of growing pains with that, but that's what helps us to grow. So I'd say that's been the biggest adjustment, but we're starting to hit our stride, and we really feel like we will next week. So,
Ladies, could you speak on that at all?
It's really cool having a different perspective in practice because we've had Coach Hickson for the last 3 years of our career, and it's nice having a different perspective and different people to give us feedback and different eyes and ears in the gym.
So, off-season training, obviously, do you guys do tryouts at Aurora?
no, we're a no-cut school.
Okay,
so we
perfect.
have everyone coming to the gym,
Okay.
yeah.
So you guys obviously been working out this summer, getting some off-season training. So how's that been going? New assistant coach, new head coach. Obviously going to be some change. So how's that all been going?
You know, we have high expectations for this year, but we know that it's not going to come easy. It's going to take work, so we're just excited to really get in the gym next week and get everything started.
And we had great attendance, like overall. I feel like the team was really in it and showing up and working hard.
And the balance with that too is, you know, we have girls always showing up to weights. They're putting in the work. I mean, I come in there, I'm just totally impressed with the fact that you don't really need to tell them to work hard. They do it. And that's a coach's dream. I would say another thing is figuring out what the structure has been with practices in the past and figuring out what myself, Coach Crummel, and Coach Jensen want. A lot of calibration. So what's great is as us coaches are calibrating, these girls are just working hard. And they're saying, like, yes, coach, you've got it. And building those relationships along the way, right? You know, you got some of these girls who've been playing together since they were in third grade or so.
Yeah.
And you got a new coach here who's just met them this last year, and their last coach has known them since, probably since you guys were born. So I would say, yeah, they're always putting in the work, and we're just trying to figure out what's the structure going to be starting next week. So,
Coach, could you comment at all on the senior leadership that you've seen so far this offseason?
it's easy. It's incredible. You know, I got 7 seniors that are returning. These 2 have been on the team for quite a while. You got Casey, who's played at the varsity level for 4 years, and Lexi for 3. And I would say the fact that they're such leaders at school too, and like in their academics and just their overall character, it carries to the court. So whenever I meet with them, like, they're all on board. We were meeting, well before season even started, and they set the tone in the gym. You know, I asked them to work with some freshmen, pair up with them, and the freshmen are all about that. And it's because I think the tradition that they understand that they're carrying and that they're continuing to build. So I've been blessed in that way, to say the least.
Coach, you can't really comment on this. Ladies, could you comment on some of the strong points of your game in the past few years and some things you're hoping to work on and get better at?
I feel like our serve and pass has always been strong. That has always been our thing at Aurora. Like, we always work on that the most. But I feel like we can definitely work on our third touch and definitely communication and learning with a new roster and everything.
Does anything stand out about the schedule this year that you guys have a look at?
I would say that our schedule it starts off pretty strong, pretty quick. You know, we got St. Paul, who's always really well coached, and they're just an overall great team. His reputation precedes him in the best way possible, and that'll be a great opener. You know, some of these other schools, I'm still leaning on the girls and, you know, my assistants, because I'm brand new to Nebraska as well. But gosh, after that we got Norris, who they are a tough team, and then we'll have our state fair match. A few tough teams there. I mean, I think it starts off pretty strong, and it'll set the tone pretty quick for these girls.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background as a coach, where you're from, and volleyball?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Huntington Beach, California, where men's volleyball is a thing. So everyone asks me like, what got you into volleyball? So I, in high school there, I would go to the girls' practices because a coach there would invite me in. I just teaching's in my blood, and I would work with them as a sophomore and junior, senior, and then once I came to Colorado, that's where my wife and I moved from. I got into the club scene, coached high school at Loveland High, JV coach and varsity assistant, and then coached club there for quite a while, and was director of operations of a club out there. And I hung up my hat for a little bit, thinking I was going to get into school administration, and then came back out here, was at Barr Middle School, and they said, hey, we need a volleyball coach. I'm like, all right, I'll hop back in. And little do I know that my assistant's going to be Bill Root. Like, who's this guy? And then once I found out who he was, I asked him, what are you doing being an assistant 8th grade coach? And talking to him and really connecting with him really got me back into the game, and just going, hey, I heard about this opportunity at Aurora, and he's like, man, I think you'd be great. And I've just been humbled and honored to step into this position and get back into it. So,
Wish you luck.
thank you.
Girls, what's he like? I mean, is he a good coach? Come on. I mean, I know you haven't spent tons of time, but what are your first reactions?
We've had lots of fun the past couple months. Super high energy. He also has high expectations for us, though. Like, he expects us to put in the work. So
Yeah, I was gonna say high energy for sure. Like, it's really nice having someone to cheer you on and like be your biggest critic, but also your biggest fan in the gym. So
I think that's it for you guys.
Awesome.
thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks.